Hey, welcome back to my channel, Jaden Reads. So today, if you didn't know, it is the start of the reading rush. If you watched my reading rush TBR video, I thought that it started yesterday, which was the 21st, but it really starts today, the 22nd. So, sorry if I let any of you guys astray, but I guess it's too late to do anything about that now. So for those of you who don't know, the Reading Rush is a week-long readathon, and it's hosted by some great booktubers. If you just type in Reading Rush, you should be able to find their channel on YouTube. There are some prompts that you can do that show you what you should be reading, or what you can read, I guess, during this Reading Rush to try to earn these badges that are also on the Reading Rush website. And it's a readathon that everybody on BookTube can participate in if they choose to, and so this is my first ever time participating, and I'm so excited. So if you've seen my TBR video, my plan is to read all of the Harry Potter books this week. Hopefully I can make that happen, and also to do Harry Potter themed crafts and make Harry Potter themed treats. So since today is the first day of the Reading Rush, my plan is to read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Obviously, if I finish this one, I'm going to move on to Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, but this is my priority today. As well, I will also be, like I said, crafting and making a treat, and I will get into those more later. So later in this vlog, I will be making the treats and doing the crafts, and so when we get there, I'll tell you what the treats and the crafts are and show you how I make them, and then of course, if you want to make them at home, you can as well. But I'm so excited to get started. It's been so long since I've read these books, and I honestly just can't wait. So I'm jumping in right now with the very first chapter of the entire Harry Potter series, of course, The Boy Who Lived. Just a quick thought. I think one of the things that I love most about I love so many things about the Harry Potter series, but I think one of the most fun things about the first book, at least, is this very beginning chapter, The Boy Who Lived, because I love how it sets up the Dursleys and how their life is just so normal and predictable, and it's just really fun seeing how the wizarding world is kind of encroaching on the muggle world a little bit. Like when Mr. Dursley goes to work and he sees all these people dressed in cloaks and hats, and he's like, oh, those weirdos, it must be some kind of stunt or something. And then he's watching the news, and it's talking about seeing shooting stars in the sky. I don't know, I just think it sets it up for such a fun atmosphere, and as a reader, the first time you read it, you're like, what is going on? That is really weird. And so I love that it's so involved, and I just think that's such a fun way to start the book. Instead of plunging you straight into the story, it's you're a muggle, so it's helping you see how magic is interacting with the muggle world, or I don't know, it's so much fun to be reading these books. It's so magical. So I have been working for a couple of hours today because I have multiple jobs, and yeah, I just had to get some work in today. So unfortunately, I've only read one chapter so far of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and it's already, I don't have my phone right here. It is already 5:10 p.m. So I'm 18 pages into a 300-page book, and if I had nothing else to do tonight and I could stay up as late as I wanted, then I could definitely finish. But my husband came home from work sick today, and so I have to be checking in on him and making sure that he's okay, and then also of course we have dinner, and because we're married and boring, have to go to bed at our responsible time. But I'm going to try to finish as much as I can because that's the whole point of the reading rush. So I think my plan for now is that I'm going to read another chapter, chapter 2, and then I'm going to get started on my craft for book 1, and I'm really excited to show you guys what it is. So I'll read this chapter really quickly and then jump into the craft. So my husband wants to make a surprise appearance on this video, but as we saw in our last video, he needs to keep his appearance, his identity, I guess, a secret. And I can't even tell you why, but our guest appearance looks like a fool.
Hello?
What's he wearing?
I don't know either.
My sunglasses and a beanie.
That's true.
Okay, so real quick, an update is that I was reading chapter 2, and then as you saw, my husband came in and he wants to go look at bikes for a minute. So he's standing right here watching me, and it's making me really uncomfortable.
You're fine.
But yeah, I'm just updating you guys because I haven't finished chapter 2 yet, but I'm still planning on doing the craft when I get back. It's just going to be a little darker because we're going to look at bikes.
Woo!
Wow! Okay, so it's been forever. It is currently 8:09 p.m. and I'm only on chapter 4 of Harry Potter, which is so sad. I've just had a lot to do today, but I'm finally getting on to my first craft, which is so sad. I've had so much to do today, but we went to the bike store, we found some good options, didn't buy anything, but we're planning on buying later. And then I had some dinner, and now I'm finally ready to announce my very first craft, and I'm super excited. So the craft that I'm going to be making today are these very simple DIY magnet bookmarks, and this is going to be extremely DIY because I kind of came up with this on my own. I've seen lots of these type of magnetic bookmarks in subscription boxes and different places, and every time I search them up they just seemed like kind of a lot of money to just buy on their own, and I've always felt like, okay, maybe I can just try making them myself. And I feel like there's something so special about you making something. It just makes it feel more personal and more exciting. So while these probably won't be like the cutest bookmarks in the world, it'll be fun because I made them. So the only things that you need to make this craft are just some blank paper. What I'm going to be doing is folding mine into squares, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute to help me like section things out better. And I just grabbed 2 sheets. I'll probably only need 1, but just to be safe. And then obviously a pencil. I'm going to use a pencil to trace the people or the characters that I want to do. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, these bookmarks are like, they usually have a character from the book or something, one on each side, and they'll be the exact same character, and then you can fold it over the page and then magnets will like hold it together. I don't know if that makes any sense. It'll make sense like once I make mine and you can see it though. But like I said, usually people will do like 2 versions of the same character. Like if you wanted to do Hermione, it'd be like the same picture of Hermione back to back. But I think I'm going to switch it up a little bit since I don't want to draw every character twice. So on mine, I'm planning on having like one character on one side and a different character on the other. So the one that I'm most excited about and probably the one that I'm going to do first, and if I can only do one, this is the one that I really want to do. But on one side, I want to do Hermione because she is my absolute favorite Harry Potter character and just favorite character like ever. And then on the other side I want to do Hagrid because I love him, like not as much as Hermione, but it's pretty up there. So yeah, I'm going to be drawing them on my paper. I'm personally going to be drawing with pencil, and then I'm going to, once I like get the outline that I like, I'm going to outline it in this black Sharpie, and then I'm just going to color it in with colored pencils. And then I will, so then I will like cut out the little person from the white sheet of paper, and then like I said, this is extremely DIY, but to laminate it, I'm just going to use some of this like thick, clear packing tape, and I'm just going to put the tape over it just to like laminate it down. It just makes it a little tougher. I don't, like the sticky side, I don't actually have like a laminating machine with me or anywhere close, so I'm just doing like a home laminating thing. So yeah, I'll cut it out of here, covered in the tape, cut it out of the tape, and then I'll put like these magnets down at the bottom, so like on Hermione and Hagrid's feet, so that they can like stick together through the pages, if that makes sense. And then to hold the 2 different drawings together, I'm going to just glue a little piece of ribbon in between them, so like their feet will have the magnets, and then coming out of their head will be ribbon. And I don't know if that makes like any sense, but it will once you see it. And yeah, like I've never done anything like this before. It seems super simple. I'm really excited. I'm really not very good at drawing or anything, so these aren't going to be great. But as far as I can tell, this is a super simple DIY that anybody could do. And so even if it's not Harry Potter, but there's any kind of character or something that you want to make a bookmark for, then I would totally say go for it because I'm really excited. So let's get started. Okay, real quick, this is what I meant when I said that I was going to fold the paper. So if you can see, super simple. Pretty sure everybody's like done this before, but yeah, I just folded the paper into 8 sections by just taking it the long way, folding it in half, folding it in half again, and then folding it in half one more time. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I think it will help me draw smaller. It will help me have smaller measurements in mind, and it'll also make the drawings that I do more equal in size. Because obviously in real life, Hermione is a lot smaller than Hagrid, and so in my mind I would probably think to draw Hagrid bigger, but if I only give myself this much space to work with, then Hermione and Hagrid are going to be basically the same size. And so this was just something that I chose to do. You don't have to do it, whatever works for you. Okay, so honestly I'm not surprised, but the camera that I was using decided to go and run out of battery, and so I'm now filming on my phone. So sorry if the quality is like totally different and you didn't get to see me like do the last little bit of the craft because I was trying to figure this out, but I will show you the finished product. So it's this little magnetic bookmark, as you can see, and this side is Hagrid with his little umbrella, and then this side is Hermione. So yeah, all I did, like I showed you guys, is I drew the characters, colored them in, cut them out, covered them with packing tape, cut them out of the packing tape, and then I got little stick-on magnets and I stuck them right there so that they'll stick together over a page. And then I just took some red ribbon, because Gryffindor, and I hot glued it right there on their heads so that they will stick together. So let me find my book. I've been listening to the audiobook this whole time, that's why I didn't have it with me. So for example, here's the book, and then I'll just open it to the first page, and boom. So as you can see, this is marking my page right here. I have Hagrid on this side and Hermione on that side. And it's really cute and fun. I've never done anything like this before, but even when the book is closed, you can see the little bit of red that comes up, and so it's really easy to turn to. And this was such a fun craft to make. Like, I loved it. It was super nice for me because, like I said, I'm not super artsy. I'm not very good at drawing, as you can tell. I mean, if we just go ahead and look at Hagrid's face, that's a big oops. But it was really, really just nice for me to listen to the audiobook of a book that I loved and then draw characters that I also loved and be able to be creative. And it was a very cathartic experience for me, and now it's so cute and I'm so excited because I get to have this little bookmark with me as I read the rest of the Harry Potter books, and I have it to remember my very favorite characters. So I'm super excited about that. It's getting late. It's about 10 o'clock at night right now. Between reading the physical book and listening to the audiobook, I'm only on chapter 6. Like, I really did not read very much today. That's okay. I got a lot of other things done. I took care of my sick husband. It was fine. I read more than I probably would have on a given day, so I guess it's fine. But I'm really loving this reading rush and the motivation that I have to read. I'm also really loving these crafts. Unfortunately, I didn't finish the book today, so I haven't made the treat for year 1, and I haven't watched the movie yet, but I will of course be doing that as soon as I finish this book, and then I'll move on to book 2 and the second craft and the second treat and all of those things. It's kind of hard because I was hoping I would finish a book a day and then it would be a lot more concrete with like the crafts and the treats, but of course that's just not how it panned out because that's not how life is. Yeah, I will continue to work on this stuff, and like I said, it is getting a little bit late, and my husband he works in a town that's about like 30 minutes from where we live, and so he always has to go to bed a little early, so I'm probably going to get ready for bed, and even though I want to stay up and read, just so that I can be on a good sleeping schedule as well. But I will definitely jump right into Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets tomorrow, and I'm so excited. I'll listen to more of the audiobook as I get ready for bed. But yeah, this has been the first day of my reading rush. It's been incredibly fun. It's just been so nice to like be reading the Harry Potter books again, and like I said, just creating this has been really cathartic for me. So all in all, I would say today's been a very successful day. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this vlog was interesting to you. I can't wait to hear about your progress with the reading rush, and I can't wait to see where I get tomorrow. Okay, thanks guys. Have a good night. Bye.